Hey, so I wanted to talk about how I got security certificates for all my websites for free. And that is something called encrypt, let's encrypt, or, you know, HTTPS everywhere. So it's by the Electronic Frontier Foundation, and they have a tool called certbot right there that allows you to quickly and easily install security certificate. And certbot is free. Now you visit the website, visit certbot, you'll end up somewhere like this. Actually, let's just start over there. So there's this tool that you could use to super easily get free SSL certificates for your website. So I'm self-hosting. I'm using Ubuntu. I've got Nginx. So how do I figure this out, right? So I need to go to the instructions, and here it tells you, what are you doing, right? And what am I doing? I'm doing Nginx, and I am on Linux, and Snap is your package manager, which you will most likely, in modern day, have Snap installed. So I'm not going to go through the process of installing Snap. So you go ahead and you select Nginx, Snap, and it provides you with some instructions on how to get certbot up and running. So one of the things that I did was I went ahead and I did snap install certbot. Right, so here I am in my web server. I think the history should show some certbot action, but not really. So maybe I did it as Robert. So no, but I definitely got certbot installed, and maybe it's let's go to sudo back again, so we can check the history for, and then what happens is it goes away when you log out. So I didn't keep the session going. Or it could have been in one of these other sessions right here, like where I have the top. So this is the local machine actually. And what about over here? Is there any chance that? Right. So there's the install command. So because I do have two separate sessions going. So you're going to need. And we can go ahead and start putting together a bash file for this that I will post into my GitHub file with you. And we're going to go ahead and call it delete some of these lines. Alright, we can actually put sudo in here to make it easier for everyone. And these three lines are basically all that you need in order to get security certificates installed on your websites. And the other main thing that you need is a clear definition of the host name in your Nginx configuration. So your Nginx configuration should look something like this when it comes to the actual folder and inside of sites available. So I don't have like a nifty shell installed, or just basic terminal, and no nifty shell. So here we have three websites, right? And this is how it can tell that you're actually in need of a certificate for a particular domain. It looks for the server name option inside of the that's not right. That's better. Okay, so it looks for the server name inside of the configuration file. So this is what an Nginx file looks like for a WordPress website. I have server name here for both the www and non-www. This might be wrong, so don't copy me exactly. This basically says, push arguments over to an index maybe. So try files, this kind of talks about the basic, like, okay, you have a URI, you might want to go URI /, you might want to go ahead and send that to index. So if it fails, add a /, things of that nature. So this is just basically some rewrite rules. This is talking about what PHP engine should be used. In my case, I'm using Nginx with FPM 7.4, so that's configured. This is by IP address, so I'm specifically blocking the admin and the login pages for my WordPress websites for everybody except me, since I have a static IP address. And then here is the part that certbot adds for you when you execute that last line right here, which says certbot Nginx. Okay, so that being said, there's some more lines that it adds for you, which are basically redirects, permanent redirects. So if you look up the HTTP status 301 code, you'll see it's a moved permanently code. So that is basically telling any browser that if you've come to the non-secure version without the S here, we're going to go ahead and let your browser know that this has been permanently moved to the secure version. So this is for like search engine optimization and things of that nature as well. Here we have some more, and I'm not sure why that exists, honestly, because this is saying to 404 anything that actually gets through to digitalspying.com without the HTTP port. So, right. So if these fail, these directives fail, then it will go ahead and return a 404 for you. So let's take a look at Digital Spying. It's a brand new blog I've installed. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. So this is it. This I haven't had a chance to work on it yet. So it works, right? And I'm on, HTTPS, right? And whether it's www or not, this one works like that. So it goes to without the www. I might need to go back and tweak that a little bit. I've been a little busy working on my resume website. So, right. I wanted to go ahead and pretty much end it right here. The main crux of it was those 3 lines, and as I was saying, there is the certbot Nginx command, and that will just right away scan. So you can execute it more than once. So if you're adding domains slowly but surely, like I am, because I have a catch-all for my default, and that's basically going to Node.js experiment that I had done. I had tried to do all of my domain names through one server-side rendering project, and I got stalled on it. Just having a kid, work, all that stuff. But I had just like the basics out, right? So for that particular project, and so I'm doing some server-side rendering um, uh, through Node.js on localhost 8080. But I also wanted to give WordPress another chance. Why not? I'm always doing some weird things. And so that's how I'm slowly getting the domains. And it doesn't recognize this. So that's the other thing. It's like it won't give you a security certificate for just like wildcard or whatever will be on your server. It will actually give you specific certificates for, so let's take a look at, the last one I added was moon host, and you'll see that it'll give you an actual certificate right there for that particular domain. Cool. So let's take a look at that folder. So this is why I was talking about it. It's Let's Encrypt, but it's not the website that you end up going to. You end up going to certbot ultimately in order to get right. So there's going to be some warning: do not remove or rename these files. If you do, you're boned. Yeah, that's about it, and that's how you add value to your web server totally for free with just like 10 minutes. 10 minutes, 3 commands. Cool. Awesomeness. Thanks for watching. Bye.